ever getting married. I never understood why why people would need to go and get rings and stuff and then go.
I never understood why you would go and get a ring when you could just go get a tattoo of a ring. And if you're really serious about being married to so and so, and like, I love you, then go get a tattoo. You can't take it off. You can't take off the ring. Everybody will know that you're married.
To the church or wherever, however they choose to decide to have their ceremony. I never understood that, why you would need that in order to get married. Like, for instance, for me, I can definitely understand why people would want to be in a polygamous relationship. I can understand that. And I just never.
Well, like, yeah, it's because so many of us are trying so much to be people pleasers instead of saying what we truly want out of a so-called relationship or commitment. And here's the thing is that it doesn't have to be the traditional ritual and practices of what is depicted and seen as a marriage. For one, I don't need permission from your state to be in a relationship with whomever. For two, I'm not going to be spending all that money on this ritual. For three, as cute as an idea as it sounds to be in a marriage with just one man or woman is, it's possible, however, very unlikely, based off of a lot of different factors. In order for a marriage to be successful, it is more based on compatibility. Being attractive is one thing, or being attracted to your partner is one thing. Whatever sexuality, blah, blah, blah. But what it comes down to is compatibility. Hence why I said I can see why, or I can comprehend why a polygamous relationship sounds more factual and is more likely, because most marriages, or there are, I won't say most, but there are far too many commitments, contracts, basically human contracts that entail that they're going to be faithful to one another. However, yet they get into that relationship knowing damn well, they know from the gate that they're not going to be nobody's faithful. Okay, for one. For two, it's very comprehensible why someone would no longer be attracted to their original partner whom they were supposed to be faithful and committed to. Now, and I don't see this as a something derogatory. Hell, if you're around the same person for that damn long, I could see how simple it would be to go and not necessarily want to cheat or whatever, but you just get tired of seeing the same individual and whatever. And then and then also, like I said, when I was trying to do my video yesterday, and then I was interrupted, but that that this ritual and shit of the whole marriage thing and blah 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 is over, is over, it's more than necessary. For one, it's just overdoing it. Okay, and another thing that has changed as far as my views, as far as how relationships goes, and more specifically towards marriage and commitment, is that I'm fine with marriage and commitment. Marriage and commitment don't bother me. What bothers me is paying for a ritual that is unnecessary. What bothers me is going to a church, wearing a white dress, standing in the heels for that long, walking down the aisle to that trifling ass song. I mean, it's just all types of different things that, quite frankly, for the sake of being true to myself, I don't want no I love weddings. Don't get it twisted. I love weddings, especially the party part. The actual ceremony is fascinating, but at the same time, it's boring because, like I said, the whole repetition, and I mean everybody be doing the same damn thing and then reading them vows and shit. Like, I don't I if I were to ever, I mean, first of all, let's just be realistic. If I were to ever to consider to even go through the length of this, then it would have to be, I mean, I would have to have like full control. And see, that's another thing. They'd be like, control? Oh no, nobody wants to give up their control like that. And I don't blame them. But they'd have to let me arrange it how I want to do it. Like, no, I do not want to go to no church. No, I'm not finna hear that dumb, dumb, dumb. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm not. I mean, I might wear white. Wouldn't mind wearing white, but why does it gotta be white? I'd rather wear just about any other color than white. You know, you gonna get that shit real dirty real quick. It's gonna be way too much money. I mean, fuck. Like, can I get like a leopard print? I don't care. I'll just wear whatever is cute, and it doesn't even have to be like. I mean, the things we do. We are such strange creatures, you know. And then just following. I don't like conformity. I don't like doing it what everyone else is doing. I don't like none of that, and especially if it's not that interesting and the meaning behind it. Like, if I'm gonna be deep, then damn, I'll be deep. Like, you know, maybe I'll maybe I'll wear something very, you know, whatever. And then I would, if that's intimate, why would I want a bunch of people who I don't even fucking like see me off to be with someone who is likely is not going to be faithful to me? So that's one thing. Another thing is, why would I? Okay, see, why would I need a ring? I don't have a problem with rings, but a ring does not solidify or make it valuable and make it that much whatever. Fuck that shit. I'm like, fucking put I'll get a tattoo of a ring. You can't never ever take it off. I'll be like, what you gonna do? Like, it's right there. Or to me, that means more. That means more because now you can't hide it. But people want to be like, oh, I'm gonna get this however many carats. Oh, it's so nice. Like, no, fuck that. If it really means something, go get a swastika on your on your ring finger. If you really about that. Oh, I don't think. See, people don't want to think about it like that way, and that's fine. But I think about it that way. That's why I say what I say and I do what I do. So, yeah, that, and then the party. Why I don't want to be around people. I don't mind the gifts and stuff, but I don't want to be around people like that to make this so-called relationship seem like it's worth a damn. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck, please. So that, and not spending all that money. I don't need no certificate. I don't need to pay no nothing. Like, that's dumb. And then the honeymoon, okay, that's any damn night. Like, fuck, you married to me. Like, every day is a fucking honeymoon as far as, like, every night is a honeymoon. What the fuck is this shit? Like, no. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just, to me, it's that. And then, okay, so then let's go ahead and just go to the bit. They said, I'll be the elephant in the room. I am the elephant in the room. So it was like, okay, well, how, let's be realistic. You know damn well that's damn near, it's really hard. That's really fucking hard, because you know you're gonna be looking and he gonna be looking, and it's like, okay, well, what the fuck. I'd be like, well, I don't mind doing a contract, you know, whatever, and here's you want to do XYZ, but you got to get it approved by me first. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I want to be right there. I'm gonna be right. Oh, you don't have the balls to do it in front of me, then you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Like, for real. Like, you can't be honest with me. Like, fuck, I'd probably look at her too and be like, well, damn, she is hot. Okay, so what the fuck we gonna do about it? Because she ain't staying here. Because she ain't staying here. But she can visit. She can visit on what, your fucking Christmas? I mean, what do you want? What do you want to do? Because, like, I'm all about compromise, but you're not saying nothing. See, that's the issue. Motherfuckers be hiding shit that they don't even need to hide. They be lying about shit that they don't need to lie about. They be doing shit that they really either shouldn't do or shouldn't care. Like, but you gotta communicate that with me. And I think that's what the issue is. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be in a relationship with you and be like, well, I'm not gonna be straight up and be like, oh, my love of my life. He's fine as hell. No, I mean that's fucking weird, right? Okay, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have to tell him one way or another. Like, so what am I about? What am I supposed to do about this? Like, I don't know. I think it's a very sensitive topic because, for one, like I said, we were groomed to be very aware of other people's feelings and other people's comfort, and then not to really voice our desires or wants and stuff. So polygamous. But as far as I'm concerned, my basic foundation rules, and people might feel a certain type of way when I feel this, and I really truly I don't care. Okay, my thing is this, is that women, we have, some of us, maybe many of us, we have a tendency to be very, we lie. Fuck that. We have a tendency to lie, to protect other people's feelings when it comes to sexuality. And we have to speak the truth. It's early in the morning. I know I have to go here. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but they kept interrupting me. So we have if it has not been ruined, if it has not been ruined for her and she's comfortable with her sexuality, then she knows that none of this shit is really that important as far as that. The thing is it's difficult because it's like when you know what you know and you feel how you feel and you want what you want. Marriage is like the least of importance because it's really in all honesty and reality of it, it's stupid. The reason why I say it's stupid based on the principles of the system of which it's set up in. It's stupid. The people are making profit off of your contract, off of your marriage, and then it's like, who does it protect? It depends on what status you have in order for the marriage to be protective of you. And why I say this, and because of this, or what is the reasons and the evidence. Well, depending on your status, when you go and get married, this is based on hypergamy. You're playing that game, okay? So then you can go and get divorced, and you're leaving with at least half. But see, this game and with the status, not all women and not all females are protected. And by that, I mean that just because you're a woman and then you go, get married, right? And then you end up getting a divorce. And then if you, depending on your status, make more money than your partner, depending on his status, he may end up leaving with at least half. But this only happens to certain women and certain females, which is why someone like me is in no rush, has no real need, and nor do I care to go through the ritual of that or to go through the whole bullshit of that, because like I said, I don't need the permission from the state. I know what I want. I know what I like. I won't express all of what I like and what I want from a relationship or a marriage because that's neither here nor there. This is simply for educational and inspirational purposes, going off of, this is basically a review from July the 15th of 2018. So we'll continue with the video that I had done earlier previously.
understood the whole ritual thing. Like, okay, it's usually the man is supposed to ask the woman, right? He gets down on his knees, he asks the lady, will you please marry me? And then she more than likely will say yes, but she has the option of saying no. And then you have to go get permission in order to get married. See, this is the behind the scenes type shit. Is what do you mean? You have to get like a marriage certificate. And then you have to go. You go and do your ceremony. The ceremony is boring as hell. And then you go do your little party, your after party. And then there's the honeymoon. I don't see how this is at all necessary. But referring back to the polygamous relationship, how do you go and do this one in the so-called America? How do you go and have a polygamous relationship? Because most people are way too jealous and possessive over people. I, for one, I would say I'm pretty possessive over people, and it's not natural. There's nothing natural about that. Like they say jealousy is a bad thing, but it'll be
like, yeah. So, possessive maybe, but possessive is unhealthy or as irrational as that may be coming from me. Let's see. They say, well, don't make an excuse of it, but what would be the logic behind it? Why would I be possessive? For the most part, I'm possessive over just about, it could be anything that I feel that I care about, or that I see as someone or something. It doesn't have to be just a person. It could be it could be an animal, it could be a plant, it could be my shoes, it's anything. So possessive, yes. And in regards to how much I actually respect or care for someone, which, I mean, that sounds kind of fucked up, but it's like, if I have respect or care for someone or something, then yes, I'm possessive. If I see someone mistreating someone or something that I care about and respect, then I go crazy. Or if I see someone like hurting, or or if I see them look, whatever, and it's like, it's unfortunate because it'd be like, oh well, I know damn well I can't control people, but I'd be like, isn't that possession be making you like kind of be like, well, I'm gonna sure try though, like, it's fucked up. But I can admit that. And then jealousy, I don't know if jealousy is entirely a negative thing. I think jealousy has a tendency to stem from the same as possessiveness. If you feel that you have something in stake in regards to this object or person, then you feel, or I feel, we feel as if it's a threat. It's a threat. And I don't see it as that part. I don't see it as unnatural. I can see how women are jealous. Fuck yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I'm kind of like this, is that I've been aware of that, and then it's like it's another thing. It really depends, like the energy of some person or something, like the energy. Like if I feel that energy, then I don't get jealous, but I do get possessive, meaning like no, leave, like this. Here's the boundary line. Fuck off, and that's fine. The jealousy factor. I don't see the jealousy, and as far as I'm concerned, seems more like either it's coming from somewhat close or similar to the stem or root of possessiveness, or it's coming from an insecurity, which is what I pick up on. I pick up on that a lot. It's like, well, for me, I don't get the insecure part because, to be quite honest, I'm realistic, and I can comprehend that. That don't bother me. See, I think women are attractive. So what the fuck? I'm not stupid. Fuck, I can see that. Like, you didn't ask me though. But that's another thing when it comes to relationships. Fuck, are you in a relationship with me or not? So then I have no real legitimacy or reason, rhyme or reason to get jealous, for one. And then for two, I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm gonna be possessive though, and that's where it's still fucked up. Either way, whether you're being jealous or possessive, I believe it shows a lack of it shows a lack of maturity as far as the relationship is concerned. I can admit that. It's like, hey, I can't control you. You're not my pet. I don't own you. You don't own me. However, if you want to be owned or willing to be owned, I don't see that as a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. If you're possessive, I don't see it as a bad thing if you're in that type of relationship, if that's what you're choosing. However, not everyone is going to agree to such a thing. Like, would it bother me if somebody was jealous or got possessive over me? No, not if this is someone who I am like they're compatible with me. But if it's like, okay, well, if they're being jealous, and in this I've experienced, they get possessive and they get jealous, and we ain't, and this ain't no nothing. This is not just because, okay, first of all, we need to clear this. Just because us women, some of us, I won't speak for all of us, some of us, me, we can be around people and we know damn well what motherfuckers want. We do. I don't give a fuck though. Fucking just because this motherfucker wants this doesn't mean that he's gonna be getting it. So I don't know what y'all saying. And then furthermore, it's like I don't need to. It does not need to be so like a give get. So that's the game. That's the game that's played. I genuinely and generally just like to be around people just based off them being fascinating. Like I just want to hear what they're saying and see what they're doing. Some people are attractive. Yeah, I want to be around them. Some people, they have a lot of good qualities about them. Just because they're an opposite sex or the same sex doesn't mean that they're gonna, that doesn't mean that, and people automatically assume that type of shit. Most oftentimes they assume that you're just fucking them or whatever. But anyways, I gotta pause.